Finish. Big Finish, I think I've had one of their strongest years in probably a decade. Right? Let's have a second. Doink. Big Finish. We love stories. But here, we'll go to the homepage. What's new? So, Revolution in Space, excellent. Freaking excellent, right? Absolutely loved it. I don't listen to Torchwood's range. If you like it, great. I don't know anything about it. Or the Jake Dubman range. It might be great, it might not be, but who wrote it? John Dorney, Felicia Barker, Alfie Shaw. I really don't know much about it, right? So it's not really for me. I hate to tell you, right? I don't really like different actors taking over the role while the current actor is available, just unwilling. I'm like, then you have to find other ways of telling the story, I think. Unless you have a good story to tell, right? And although, again, I'm not really interested enough in it, so I stayed away. So Torres vs. Rutan's been excellent. Real good, old-fashioned Doctor Who, right? Liked a lot. I'm out the Ninth Doctor Adventures. And I hear Planet Doom is actually quite good, right? And there's two Torches released this month. And the Star Corps I'm hearing is good, although I didn't get it, right? So a lot of things had a real turnaround. Then you got, shit like this that's still left over, the Chaos Cascade. Sontarans versus Rutons. The excellent Fugitive of the Daleks. Really enjoyed that one, right? So they're having, and again, here stuff's good. So here, one second. Let's look what it was like 7 years. 5 years ago would be awful. Right, let's look at 5 years ago. 1 second. I haven't said that. These first two releases are good. Countermeasures was good, and this Fourth Doctor Adventure was good as well. Blake 7 was good. Okay, I'm sick of my own argument. Okay, and I like this was actually good as well. I like this box set. This series. Right, it was the Chameleon arc. So yeah, okay, I just sank my own argument. Right, I think the first Doctor Adventure here were crap by then. Is this Missy was good? Okay, I sank my own argument. This is okay, yeah. 2019, obviously not bad. Anyway, but that being said, I think they are trying. This looks quite good, right? I think I'm somewhat on board for this. When Timelines Go Bad, Fear the Worst, the epic new 24-part all-cast audio drama event from the worlds of Doctor Who begins in April 2024. So I assume this was supposed to be, 4 box sets, right? All right, 1936. No, more than that. 6 box sets, right? I assume it's supposed to be six box sets. So is it 6, 12, 18, 24, assuming they're 4, 6 box sets. I really prefer the one episode a month release schedule. It's just easier on the pocket. Yeah, people are saying, well, why are they doing that? Well, back in 2020 and before, we lived in Trump's economy, right? And we had more money. And it was much easier to lay down 20, 30 quid on a box set 3 or 4 times a month. Now it's not, and the price point of $11 is working for me, right? When things turn dark, you're all alone. There's only one traveler in time and space, the wanderer in the fourth dimension, a renegade time lord who will always be there to bring back the light. But the one thing about time lords, they can't all be heroes. Yeah, you're going to think I wasn't overly impressed with the trailer, frankly. I think the idea is stronger than the trailer. Big Finish Production presents Dark Gallifrey, a brand new series showcasing the most chaotic, mischievous, and evil Time Lords they have produced. They have Morbius, Samuel West. So I'm going to re-listen to Morbius from the 8th Doctor range, right? I think it was quite good, as I recall. He's only been in one, I think. Let's have a look. 1 second. Doink. Well, Dark Gallifrey. He wasn't playing Morbius. Yeah, so there's only been Morbius in one story, I believe, right? He wasn't Morbius in Mask of Tragedy, was he? I can't even remember now, right? Where is he? Samuel West. Oh, Samuel West. No, fine. Okay, but it's interesting though. So you got the War Master, Derek Jacobi, Missy, and the Eric Roberts Master. So they're doing, how many box sets each? Oh, how many stories each? I don't know. Series reviews of Rob Valor says Dark Gallifrey is a sprawling multi-story event which will be when all the most dastardly Time Lords are let out of the box in various different unexpected ways. Some stories are very dark and others are wickedly funny, and there's some that are absolutely insane. Expect a rose gallery of the most diabolical villains. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't do put the meddling monk in as well, right? Yeah, that's kind of, I think it would have probably been better with him. I like the meddling monk, the Rufus Hound version. I like basically all of them apart from the meddling nun. So I'm glad they didn't. They wouldn't be able to resist the urge to be stupid. Dark Gallery is blah, 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 some sort of wickedly funny, absolutely insane. Expect the Rose Gallery, diabolical villains, all taking stage. Their stories will be wildly different, scripted by some of Big Fish's most acclaimed writers. That's interesting. They put that in the press release because that's my first question: who's writing it? Right? Who's writing it? Fine. So that makes it. I almost certainly Lizzie Hopefully she's writing everything, right? Absolutely everything. But it's interesting to point that out because I think they know, right? Yeah, how we feel. And behind it, something massive is brewing. That's interesting. The Worlds of Doctor Who, Dark Gallifrey will be released monthly for the first two trilogies. Okay, so there's so there was box sets of 3. So it's got 4 different villains, each with 2 box sets. So it's 4 times 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 12 times 2. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, fine. It's released monthly with the first 2 trilogies materialized in April and September. More trilogies will follow. Follow per year until the final release in 2027. I wonder what they're building up to. That's interesting. So yeah, this is here. Let's look at the promo for this. But there's no other story yet, right? It's nothing on the story yet. But this does. I think this looks pretty darn good. Where is this? Dark Gallifrey. Twink.
And things turn dark, and you're all alone. There is one traveler of time and space, a wanderer in the 4th dimension.
And they could have got Eric Roberts to read this, or what's it? Anybody else? What's the name? Not Albert Finney. Claudius. What's his name? Hang on. Derek Jacobi. That's it.
A renegade Time Lord who will always be there to bring back the light. But when Time Lords go bad...
Yeah, it doesn't really work with Dick Briggs reading it.
Fear the worst.
Honestly, I wish they weren't all trilogy. I wish they would put in some more evil villains, like some a Valiard release here or there. I guess Michael Jason's passed away. But, there are more, right? There are more.
Dark Gallifrey. Embrace the chaos.
I tell you, their old trailers were much better. That was a bit rough. Who's again? So you got the War Master, Morbius, the War Master, Missy, and the Eric Roberts Master. Yeah, one second. Let's go back and see. Who do they have here? So Okay, so that's the War Master, Eric Roberts Master. So who's that again? It's not Missy. A second. War Master. Oh, is that Morbius? It must be Morbius, I guess. And that's how is this Morbius? It's hard to tell, but yeah, it must be Morbius. He's wearing some kind of handcuffs. I don't know. But yeah, look, I think there's more they could be doing with it. Also, Omega, what's the name playing? Jeffrey Beaver's Master. I mean, like for 24 parts, there's a lot more they could do. But in general, look, I think this is a good. I think Big Finish is going in a strong direction right now. Right? Like, what else they got coming out? What's next month? Look, we had several solid non-woke releases out. I'm very excited, and also that the new Eric Roberts Master set is supposed to be good. And oh man, I'm certainly not doing these Jake Dubman ones. I'm sorry. This I got to order. I'm actually getting the Quinn Dilemma. Right, that looks good. And again, this stuff. The Star Cop series looks like it's pretty good, right? It really does look pretty good. I'm kind of tempted for it. So I think they're creatively in a better place. Who knows, right? Who knows? There seems to be a strong drive to move against, the less popular, obnoxious woke shit, right? Doctor Who making sure BFF Disney Plus knows who's the boss. Okay. Check out BBC and Disney Plus's teaser posters for the return of Doctor Who this May. I thought it's April. No, it is May, right? A case of one of these things is not like the other. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Your Time Lord transporting, reality warping, dimension distorting, universe saving, wormhole evading. Nothing is probable. Everything is possible. Exactly the same. Well, how's it different? What? Okay, there's no confusion. We're just having a little fun. And we make sure that there are legal rights issues that come into play, so relax. It's just that it's just that with about 3 months ago until the first season of showrun Russell Davis, Judy Gatwa, and Millie Gibson, not for long, starring Doctor Who, they reached the point where the mouse is going to start letting the world know that it's the exclusive streaming home for the long-running show for a good chunk of the globe, minus BBC and BBC iPlayer, of course. We saw some glimmers of it during the 6th anniversary, but Russell Davis admitted, okay, blah, 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 big push. So what's this story then? Of course, with the news, when the news announced, the whole lot of folks across the pond who were afraid that the time and space would lose its Britishness. No, it didn't lose its Britishness. It gained the Disney shitness. Right? It didn't lose its Britishness. It kept the Britishness. It just took on the shitness as well. Right? Disney shitness is so freaking obvious. All right, Disney shitness we saw at the first moment with the Davros sketch. All right, Disney shitness is shit. And now the House of Mouse is writing checks. So it was much more of an issue that Russell Davis much more an issue that Russell Davis and the show need to address. So with that in mind, we had to laugh when we saw key art posters are released earlier today for May 2024 return. We're talking a clear case of one of these things is not like the other. They're identical. On the left, the messaging is followed by BBC Doctor Who logo. On the right, it's the Disney. So they're saying, the Disney and Doctor Who, they're doing fine together, right? Of course they are, right? Of course they are. It's been woke as fuck. No wonder the BBC like it. Like, oh, BBC, you want some woke shit? Oh yeah, it's super expensive. Oh yeah, people used to love it. Now it's going to take. Oh yes, Yes. All these things sound fantastic, right? Fantastic. So it doesn't sound fantastic. Is this? So I was talking about the Fugitive Doctor. It's like, what's coming up? What on earth is going on with it? The finally, Fugitive Doctor has been announced. It's coming out in January 2025. So I've never seen them other than that Torchwood and David Tennant one. I've never seen them release anything that wasn't not release something that was announced. Right. So yeah, the Fugitive Doctor is coming out. Okay. Listen. I just wish they found a way of separating out the Jodie era. All right. So for me, here's the thing: anything the Jodie era touches. So if this touches any other range of Big Finish, it kills that range. Right. It's like so somebody's saying so the Once and Future Coda must be the fugitive related, right? So that fills me with horror. So Once and Future, it was the anniversary release, and they have a Coda one coming out. When was it? In I think September, October. I should have been watching as I went through. No, November. I could be November. Yeah, a final act. So we got. So this was their anniversary extravaganza. Generally speaking, good, right? So they're saying this final act coming out in November next year will be the Fugitive Doctor. I'm not sure that's real, right? I think this has already been recorded myself. I think, right? I think could be a David Tennant Full Things Doctor one. That's actually sounds very likely. Although, why would they wait till November next year? I think something's going to happen in Doctor Who that will make sense. God, I hope that's not the case, though. Right? I do hope that's not the case. Also, they want to do more experimental stories. Dark Gallifrey. This is from the Gallifrey one. More expensive. I want to do more experimental stories. Dark Gallifrey is part of that. So their experimental stories, for me, I think, are the most successful. Right? I really, really enjoyed the Unbound, the Colin Baker War Doctor one. That was excellent, right? That was really excellent. They want to work with young emerging writers. You mean of the right politics, though. There will be news of a season 2 of a certain series when they finish recording it. What on earth could that be? My guess, right? My guess is the comic book adaptations, which I will be very happy to see, right? Very happy to see. So, as you remember, Gallifrey 1 going on, right? And we had this incredible story of Kevin McNally getting steaming drunk, right? Steaming drunk, getting into a fist fight, and then ending up being deported and maybe charged, right? So then we got another story, and we had first-hand reporting on that, right? Somebody we know and was there first-hand, right? So something's going on. So yeah, you got the hotel attack. So it starts off sounding like we're talking about the thing. It's happening at the whatever hotel they had the Gallifrey 1 convention at. Pirates of the Caribbean star Kevin McNally arrested on suspicion of domestic abuse after defending pal Johnny Depp. What's this got to do with a hotel? This drives me to shenanigans. Kevin McNally defended Pirate star co-star Johnny Depp 60 when he was accused of beating his model ex Amber Heard. Okay, in 2021. What's this got to do now? The British actor was held shortly before he was due to attend the world's largest Doctor Who convention in Los Angeles. Well, he's had a shit weekend then, because he then got drunk and then ended up being deported. Well, that this might be the prequel to the deportation story, right? Apparently, he's married to the woman from Downton Abbey, right? Who knew? So what happens? McNally played just only gives the first mate to Johnny Depp's Captain Sparrow across all 5 Pirates movies. Was Lisa Bell, 40,000, and during court next month. Married to BAFTA-winning actress Phyllis Logan. But police are going to give details of the latest victim, citing confidentiality rules. Oh! They don't know who the victim was. This was from Gallifrey 1 then. This was from Gallifrey 1. That's what's going on. They don't know why he was arrested, right? There was some battery, but he don't know who. They assume it's his wife for some reason, right? I don't know why they assumed it. No, this was from Gallifrey 1. Right, so at the family home in Chiswick, West London, yesterday, Phyllis denied knowing about his arrest. Okay, McNally appeared in Downton Abbey with a Scots-born Phyllis who played housekeeper Mrs. Hughes. They had a son in 96 and married in 2011. Well, better late than never. In 2021, he defended Pirates co-star who was accused of beating up an actress, Amber Heard. He said, I never had a hint of a dark side to him. Great humanitarian and beautiful human being. I don't see any impediment coming back, played that Jack Sparrow. But, okay, this is an example of the most bullshit reporting ever. McNally, arrested in the early hours of Friday, had been expected to appear at a fan convention at Gallifrey 1 in Marriott Hotel the next day. But I thought he did appear there. All announced on social media that he will not be appearing, but told fans that it was only for personal reasons. Oh, so this reporter's got every bit of the story wrong. It's incredible. Right. McNally appeared in the sci-fi favorite in 1984 and 2021. LA police and Bristol-born actor was held on suspicion on inflicting an injury that caused a traumatic condition on a victim who was his current or former spouse, cohabit, or child's parent. Well, why did they tell him that? Oh, this is incredible. Don't trust anything you can read. The story was he got stinking drunk at Gallifrey 1, got into a fight with a trans person or a group of trans people and beat them into a blooded pulp. This is the most insane reporting. That's crazy. Okay, that is the most crazy reporting I've ever seen. And they pulled out, and they have no idea what's going on. This is crazy. How do I contact that? Let's see if I can. Senior reporter. Yeah, let's talk to him. Hey, read your story about Kevin McNally. Is that his first name? Is it Mac or is it MC? Oh, about. Am I spelling his name right? Kevin McNally. Oh, hang on, Doink. Yeah, good. Okay, fine. Read the report by Kevin McNally. Story totally wrong. Okay. He got drunk at a Doctor Who convention in LA. Got into a fight with a trans person. Or group of trans people. Got arrested and deported. all seen by convention attendees. All seen by convention attendees. All seen by convention attendees. Let's see if we got that. Hey, read your story about Kevin McNally. Story totally wrong. He got drunk at a Doctor Who convention in LA, got into a fight with a trans person or people, got arrested and deported. All seen by conventional guests and verified. There you go. Yeah, I'd like to set you right, okay? Senior reporter at The Sun, covering all things entertainment. Who knows? I wonder if he gets in contact, right? I want to get in contact. So next story. This one I find, this is an AB thing. David Tennant fears viewers will rage, get off my telly at him ahead of his major BAFTA gigs. Yeah, well, thing is, they didn't. They just rolled their eyes and turned over, right? It was apparently a complete car wreck, right? It was an absolute car wreck. Here he's being goofy into camera. Oh, maybe they'll be sick of me. Yeah, look, people are sick of you, mate. I hate to tell you. It's I think he had a fight with two people then, right? No, I think he had a fight with a bunch of people, right? Rabbi starting shit live. Listen, I'm putting him right? I'm helping him out. Here, let's look at this sketch which apparently felt really flat. Let's have a look.
Michael, how's it going?
Yeah, I don't have time for pleasantries, David. Some of us are big in America. In fact, I have a Zoom with LA in 10 minutes.
It's 4 a.m. in LA.
Well?
I'm not going to go through the whole thing. There's a bit where at the end, right? So, okay, fine. So he has a dog. Yeah, this is cringe. This is super duper cringe.
Hi there. Sorry, I've got a. Hi, you wouldn't look. Anyone good? Are you good with dogs? Yeah, I'm not on your dress though. Sorry, thank you.
Yeah, he didn't expect her to take it. Well, what you going to do? Not take it in front on national TV?
Hi, hello, hi. Sorry, hello. Hi. This is fine.
Oh God, it's going on so long. It's so painful. This isn't woke. This is just shit.
This is fine. Michael? What is this?
What are you doing here?
I'm hosting the show.
What?
This is why you wanted me to dog sit, so you could sit there?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to
I mean, like, they had to wait to work out it was a joke.
take the dog.
What if I have to go up on the stage to be given an award? Yeah, all right, give me.
Yeah, come on. Put that on your...
Oh, stop. Oh, God, that was worse than the Tavro sketch. Bloody hell. That was epically awful. Oh, mate. That was epically awful. Right? What a car crash, claims BAFTA fan, says David Tennant hosting debut falls flat with fake laughs from Ryan Gosling. Oh, it doesn't sound good, right? It does not sound good. BAFTA viewers were left disappointed when David Tennant's hosting debut as his jokes fell flat about Hollywood A-listers. Some accused the Barbie actor Ryan Gosling and Saltberg Rosamund Pike of offering up fake laughs from the crowd. Oh, yeah, look, Ryan, you're not that good an actor, mate. Looks like Oppenheimer won pretty much everything. Even the Doctor actor herself acknowledged the audience eyes glazing over. What? During their 15-minute skit, David said, Barbie was fantastic. I kept thinking about Malign Ken and superbly brought to life by Ryan Gosling. In the course of that film, Ken becomes a progressive, a champion of the marginalized voice. And fuck off, David fucking Tennant. Fuck me. Oh, God. Fucking virtue signaling cunt. Yeah, this is why we're glad it failed. Fucking virtue signaling cunt. Enough. This is why we're glad it failed. Of course, that film, blah, 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 making the reference to Coronation actor Ken Loach, David Joe, and the credit you'll see Ken's surname is actually Loach. Okay, I don't get what's going on, Corey. He's still in it. I thought he was dead. As the camera panned to Ryan Gosling, was seen confused as he attempted to laugh. He had no idea what you're talking about. Me either. One viewer said Ryan pretending to get a joke about Ken Loach there. Cute. Well, he is like, thank God for that. Another added, Ryan Gosling hasn't got a clue what David is saying, does he? David Tennant, what a car crash. Oh, God. And look, David, don't get me wrong. You seem like a lovely chap. I really genuinely do. Right? But all your woke shit has been agonizing. It really has. And look, I'm sorry you've been gaslit into thinking sterilizing children and sexualizing them is a good idea. Right? And you're mean and you're cruel if you're not up for that. But you've been gaslit into believing it, right? And you're a schmuck because of it. And I just don't see why your son or daughter or whatever he pronounced or whatever it is or whatever they are, should be wearing a T-shirt like he's a young kid saying, "Let me get one thing straight, I'm not." Right? That just strikes me as like, he's trying to please you, right? And he wants attention. Oh, man. And again, he really did seem like a lovely chap. And I'm like, I was happy for your success. But like, David, mate, it's just agony, right? It really is just painful. They say although they, what? The host earlier joked about asking BAFTA bosses if next year there will be brighter film industry after months of writer's strike. David said, I, although they do spell that AI. Yeah, well, that's not the reason you're going down, mate. There wouldn't be, I wouldn't be chomping at the bit. I might be chomping at the bit, but like I wouldn't be chomping at the bit for this AI revolution where we can all make, where I can make Doctor Who, right? Or Dr. Alex can make Doctor Who, and production values look indistinguishable from Doctor Who, from the thing on TV, right? I would love that, right? Who wouldn't? I think, and that's coming. That really is coming, right? And the reason it's coming is because the Doctor Who you make is shit, right? Those specials you make were shit. They were massive disappointment. They really were genuinely shit. Right, a massive disappointment for the entirety of fandom, and rather than launching Shooting Gutwork, you buried him. Right, there were less people interested in watching Shooting Gutwork than before because of him. No, wait, Ken's character says, "Got an answer." That way, he might actually help the wokesons understand what was popular. No, they will never understand. The camera fixated on the stone fade at Rosamund Funk before she released, realized she was on screen and burst into laughter. Oh, cringe! Super cringe. Wow, that is a weird dress. That is a weird dress. I mean, like, that does not look comfortable or sexy. What was if is this a video? Don't know. Then you say we'll return to Wolford. No. What are these pictures? 5 of 5. Yeah, look, David, mate, I think we just had enough. Right. I really do. I think you've just worn us down. I think we've just had enough. That's essentially. I think we've just. Oh, you smug prick! Right, you smug prick. But you know, there is some good things going on. So Matt Smith is awesome. Matt Smith is indeed still awesome. Matt Smith's on theatre. Trigger warning debate. Isn't art meant to be dangerous? So true, right? British actor. What the fuck is that? There's a guy with a blue balloon in his ear. British actor Matt Smith said he agrees with Ralph Fiennes, or Ray Fiennes, I think it's Ralph Fiennes, that trigger warnings in theatre should be scrapped. It's disgusting. The 41-year-old, known for his role in The Crown and currently starring in a West End play, The Enemy of the People, not even mentioning Doctor Who anymore, right? And he was, honestly, he was a great Doctor. I think his era was probably one of the greatest era in New Who. Just a great Doctor. And interestingly, my favorite episodes about him were ones where it wasn't about him. My favorite Matt Smith episodes weren't about him. It was about Doctor Who, doing Doctor Who stuff. I mean, God Complex, for example. And the weakest stuff was when it was all about him. When it got all about him, especially in the Clara years, it got a lot weaker, right? But like again, I love God Complex. It's such and so many great episodes like that. There's what's called again? The Doctor's Wife, right? I'm looking at my action figures. Yeah, the Paradigm Daleks failed, right? They were a total failure. Other than their design, they were kind of cool, right? I don't know. Fine. So Churchill was great in it. Was it the 41 best? Blah, 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 blah. So people go to the theatre to be shocked and arrested. Well, here we have the video. Let me just play the video. Wouldn't that be easier? Dying.
Invited to participate.
But do you ever worry that you're going to lose control of the audience? You know, it might be like a really.
I want to lose control.
Like, what do you mean? They're all going to start killing themselves or each other?
Really?
Yeah, because that's what the theatre's about, and I think we need to lose control a bit, don't we?
It's interesting that you want people to have a really strong reaction.
Yes. On
the show last week, Ray Fiennes said that trigger warnings should go.
I agree.
People should be shocked.
I agree.
Yeah, okay. And look at the amazement on this woke BBC pieces of shit face, right, darling? Oh, all your entire.
I agree.
People should be shocked.
I agree. I watched it. I agree with Rafe utterly and completely. That's why we go to the theatre, isn't it? To be shocked.
Oh God! Just somebody speaking fucking common sense. Matt Smith, I think, in this entire insane world, hasn't put a fucking foot wrong. I have to tell you, all he does is try and put out best stuff, right? The best stuff he can. Yeah, he's been in a lot of shit, sadly. Right? He was cut completely out of Star Wars. Good for him, I would say. What was that? Terminator. Yeah, he everything he's been in has been pretty much shit until Game of Thrones. I think also The Crown. But yeah, he's just a class act. I will watch something for him. I watched The Crown, not Crown. Actually, I did watch The Crown because of him. I'm talking about Game of Thrones. He brought me back, and that was a good season.
To be arrested out of ourselves, to recognise ourselves in front and with an audience. I also agree that if there are strobes or whatever, there are some things that make sense, but...
Yeah. Physical ailments, yeah. Mental ailments, go to a fucking shrink, you fucking cunt pussies.
You know, I worry sometimes that we're moving towards a sort of...
By the way, I worry sometimes that calling people fucking cunt pussies may indeed add to their anxiety. I don't know why.
Sort of sanitised version of everything. And we're stripping the danger and the invention and the ingenuity out.
Yeah, I look at trying to understand. But people are too stupid. We got to tell them what to think.
Like, isn't art meant to be dangerous? It's like, you know, I always thought that was one of the great things of doing Doctor Who is that you scared children, but in a controlled way. But you did scare them. I mean, imagine you go to kids watching Doctor Who. By the way, this might scare you.
By the way, it scared me too. Wasn't just kids. It just scared me too, and I enjoy being scared.
No. I'm not into it.
Oh. And you know what? It shouldn't be such a fucking pleasure hearing somebody not be a fucking moron, right? It shouldn't be such an intense, but it is. It genuinely, it's a pleasure not hearing somebody be an absolute cockwomble moron. You hear it so little nowadays. You really, really don't. Weirdly enough, right? Weirdly enough, you basically hear that non-bloody stop. People just like, yeah, we need more trigger warnings. Why? For what? Explain it to me, right? Explain why we need more of this, like being wrapped in cotton wool. Why? Because your little feelings might get hurt. Oh no, not your fills. That could be the worst thing absolutely ever, right? Absolutely. By the way, another reason why I think we all might be sick of David Tennant. I'm not even reading this article. BAFTA's host David Tennant live with Swifties. No Taylor Swift jokes. Oh, fuck off. Just fuck off, okay? It's not cute anymore. It's not cute anymore. You're just annoying me, right? Really, genuinely, you are just annoying me at this point. Oh, yeah. David needs to take a bit of a break. David needs to go away for a while, right? Needs to go away for a. And that's not a threat. He just needs to go away for a while, right? Absolutely. You know who doesn't need to go away for a while? This month been a good month for Big Finish. We have a video. Fine, I will. It's probably a terrible video, but we'll listen to. We'll watch it here. Let me download it now. Right. Oh no, this is a 7-minute recording set. Oh, that's actually quite interesting. Okay, so this is going to be. This is something I think we should definitely talk about. Fascinating. That's a really good feature that they have on. So let's talk about this release because it was freaking excellent, right? It was absolutely excellent. And I finally worked out why the Big Finish first, second, and third Doctor Ranges are all knocking it out of the park right now, where they're 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and I assume the 13th Doctor Ranges are just agonizing shit, right? It's because the first, second, and third Doctors are all overseen by Nick Briggs. And they are all knocking it out of the park. This one, especially so, written by Jonathan Morris, who's been doing a lot of good stuff recently. What's he done right now? Let's have a quick look. Recent first. Oh, I didn't realize he's doing something on the Classic Doctors New Monsters. Although the last one was really shit, so I'm really not into. He also wrote Future of the Dalek. So yeah, he's been. This is as good, I would say. This is a very, very, very era accurate story. It feels seamlessly like you are in that third Doctor era, but it's okay. The interesting thing is, it's exploring things in a season 11 style that they didn't explore that much in season 11. So it's it's one of those space-bound stories that he would have with Joe Grant, but instead with Sarah Jane Smith. And generally speaking, it so seamlessly fits into that era. All right, it's excellent. So there's no nobody in it that was in the original production, but it feels incredibly authentic to that era. Is a testament to how strong it is. Excellent. And the performance that Tim Treloar puts in, I think, is excellent. I really wish they would cosplay him in some like, why not? He's got the nose for it, and it doesn't matter if he does. I would like to see what it looks like dressed as a third Doctor, right? Sadie Miller as Sarah Jane Smith. She talks on getting used to it, right? From now, she feels like Sarah Jane Smith. So Sarah Jane Smith, she's a little bit too posh, right? She's just a teeny bit too posh. So the basic premise of this is the Doctor is diverted to this asteroid belt, and he assumes the Time Lords are doing it, but it's not clear if that's the case. And you have this really good political thriller, which feels very similar to Colony in Space, or with elements of Death of the Daleks as well, right? It really, really, genuinely works very well. This colony, not this colony, this asteroid is on used to be a prison colony. So and now the it's like Australia, like the prisoners have gone on to start their own colony, right? But they're still under Earth's thumb, as it were. And in the makings of, they talk about they wanted to have it mirror the American Revolution. So yeah, this is basically about the initial revolution that got all the colonies that were out in space out from under Earth control. But this was the first one that kicked it off. So you have that going on. You've got this really fascinating subplot, which becomes the main plot of the last prisoner from the prison, and then you got this whole psychic powers plot going on through some kind of alien intervention. It's really excellent, right? It's really, yeah, it really, and just everything is layered, so it keeps bubbling on. It fills the 6 discs perfectly. If you like the Third Doctor, you really can't go wrong with this, right? It really knocks out the park. So let's see what this video is they put out about it, because they are really excellent together as well. They bounce off each other nicely.
Can't you use your screwdriver on the door and get us out?
I wish I could. Unfortunately, it's back in the medical bay.
So
you do hear that she's like a little bit too posh, but he really just really feels like he's inhabiting the Third Doctor.
Stuck here with no protection from the psychic radiation.
No.
Thanks very much. Brilliant. Now, you may think that this looks like the Soundhouse Studios in North Acton, but in fact, we're in space.
Okay, where did you get that dematerialization circuit from? He's a Doctor Who fan.
That's right. We're in space.
Yeah, okay. He could totally cosplay as the Third Doctor. He's got okay. Once you got the bouffant hair on him and everything else, shave the beard, right? You would squint and he's there.
You control this force.
Doctor, I can't control it.
The brief for this story was to do a story which was set somewhere other than the planet Earth. So I thought, well, that's narrowed it down.
So space. Conrad says, I haven't listened to this one yet, but it sounds as if it might be something in common with Heinlein's The Moon is a Hearth's Mistress. Maybe. Which is basically American Revolution. Well, yeah, listen, it's taking the inspiration from the same place.
To space.
In the story Revolution in Space, we find that Earth has run out of its natural minerals and resources due to...
yeah, that's the other thing. So, yeah, there is the normal... there is what you could interpret as normal 2024 wokery. But it feels more like Malcolm Hugh wokery, which I really don't mind at all.
Overpopulation and over farming and over mining. So they have colonized areas of space, and in particular, there's an asteroid that is colonized. Now, it is inhabited by people who were born in the asteroid. Maybe this.
Yeah, I just covered this.
It's thousands of years after they've left the Earth, but they decided now that they want independence from Earth. So it's rather, I suppose, a bit like the American Revolution.
Connect this office to the...
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Again, but finally, I just stopped him when actually getting a performance.
Rather, I suppose, a bit like the American Revolution.
Connect this office to the Earth ship, Ghoul. Yes, sir.
Hygieia Control, repeat. MSF Conqueror calling Hygieia Control. This is your final warning.
I thought they were all in, like, their own booths.
If you do not respond in 1 minute, we will assume Hygieia is under hostile control and take offensive action.
Wanting their own autonomy.
Let's get to...
Okay, I'll try and do the Boston Tea Party.
Hidden deep within the asteroid.
Yes, so we are in space, and I get to do a bit of space acting. Shockingly enough, Sarah in space, and imagining what it would be like to do an actual space walk.
Yeah, that was actually quite a good scene. It was a decent cliffhanger, and you just cut on the mutants. That's what it really is, right? It really. I kind of imagine them wearing the same kind of space helmets as spacesuits as the mutants. So wait, this is Brexit space? No, it's they like the revolution in this case.
Get the feel of that just through your voice in a booth.
Listen to me, Sarah.
Oh, Doctor, I'm scared.
Just making it up as I go along now.
You destroy one of their spaceships, they'll send more, won't they? Because they're a whole planet. Well,
I really can hear Liz Sladen in this, right? Sarah Jane Smith. So it really is quite nice.
you're just one asteroid, and then you will have a war on your hands. A
If you didn't know, this is Sadie Miller, Liz Sladen's daughter.
war you can't win.
Sorry, but who the hell are you?
It's lovely to write for Sarah Jane Smith because she has such a distinctive voice, and she's a proactive character who you can give lots of work to. So she doesn't just stand by and ask questions. She can do, but also she drives the story. She doesn't sort of
She really, I mean, again, she's so much better than when she first started, which would make sense.
stand around. And so as a writer, it demands you to come up with more stuff for her to do.
So obviously I do think of her, but not necessarily as her, but as her portrayal of Sarah, because obviously it is integral that her performance comes across. That's what people are looking to hear, the Sarah.
So yeah, listen, imagine you can do AI animation, right? And you can do any animation model. I would love to see them actually act with their mannerisms and mocap and everything out, and then change that into an animated Third Doctor and Sarah Jane. Wouldn't that be incredible?
That they know, and then my interpretation.
Although, for that thing, once you could do that with AI, you would be able to create an algorithm so it would be able to, instead of an animation, imagine what it would look like with John Pertwee and Liz Sladen in a 1970s production, right? And you would have a perfect... That's freaky.
Layered across it, like a nice cake, you know. So I obviously think about Mum all the time, really, thinking about how she would do it and how her Sarah would...
She would be 89, I think, yesterday.
Would come across in those moments.
How are you feeling now, Sarah?
My headache hasn't gone, if that's what you're getting at. There's irony for you. Only a few hours left to live, and I spend them actually feeling like death.
Yes. Reminds
Actually, most people do in the last few hours of life, darling.
me of when I was a young boy, when I went to see the hermit that lived on the mountain behind...
Right, I was remembering what I was thinking about. So again, this ties very nicely into that era, right? It feels like it slots beautifully into that season.
In my house.
Oh, Doctor, must you?
Sadie's lovely. She's lovely to work with. Oh, as are all three of them are fantastic to work with. When they're not obviously bullying me, which they do continue.
Oh my God! What's it? Katie Manning is great. Look at all the expressions going on. I love Katie Manning. So bonkers.
Lovely. She's lovely to work with. Oh, as are all three of them are fantastic to work with. When they're not obviously bullying me, which they do continually. But yeah, Sadie's great. She's a brilliant actress, and you know, as Sarah Jane, sounds just like her mum, and she's such fun to be in the studio with. And it's great, the dynamic between the Doctor and Sarah Jane.
That's very true. The dynamic is excellent, right? The dynamic is you feel like it's them, right?
Is much more full of banter, and she bites back at him so much more, and I quite enjoy that. She doesn't let her get away with that much. When he's rude to her, I think she's more than his match.
Oh, this also ties into no, this one doesn't tie into Time Warrior. That's the Sontaras versus Rutan's release.
What I wanted to ask you was that given that you work with Katie Manning as Jo Grant, Daisy Ashford as Liz Shaw, and Sadie Miller as Sarah Jane Smith, do you ever feel under pressure to express an opinion?
Wouldn't it be great if they did a Third Doctor release with all of them? They should really do that. Some kind of ultimate third Doctor, like they're doing with the Sixth Doctor next month. Right, you'd have like Jo Grant, Sarah Jane Smith, and Liz Shaw. and the Brigadier and you Benton and you can bring everything. Oh man, I would love to. And they finally find somebody to do the Delgado Master, right? Maybe like the end of the Delgado, the final problem. What's his name? Did that from LA from Black Glove Studios? What's his name? The final problem.
On who your favourite is.
My favourite.
Feeling the pressure?
No. They're all.
Okay, the answer is no hablo inglés, right? The first two episodes of The Infinite Quest were recorded like this. The third and fourth was recorded in separate booths. Oh, I did not know that. Infinite Quest wasn't that good, as I recall.
They're all lovely.
Oh, shut up.
To work with, he is like just William, naughty schoolboy, a lovely energy, and I think Tim has a lovely way of making everyone feel really relaxed in the performance, even all the other guest actors.
What, does he give him a hand job beforehand?
People may be a bit nervous. You get in the booth with Tim and you know that it's going to be a fun time.
Get in the booth with Tim and you know it's going to be fun. Well, we know that.
And I think it really adds to the chemistry of the story. I think Tim and I know each other a bit more now, so I think we have a good chemistry as the Doctor and Sarah. A nice teasing energy, which I.
Okay, now it's weird because it's her voice, but she sounds like her mother, but doesn't look like her mother. I close my eyes, it sounds like Liz. If I open it, it's what's going on.
I think is quite reminiscent of Pertwee and my mum at that time.
So here's my confession about the Third Doctor. When I was a young fan and John Pertwee, it was announced, decided to leave Doctor Who, and the headlines were, John Pertwee, I can't stand the Daleks, quits. I fell out of love with him because I thought, how can Doctor Who not like the Daleks? They're my favourite things. And so for years, I was a bit sort of iffy about them.
Well, we all have that kind of fan experience, I think, at some point.
The Third Doctor. But coming back to it and directing these Third Doctor adventures and having Tim play...
And I'm telling you, everything he's touching is the stuff that's really working in Big Finish right now.
The Doctor made me go back to watch them all again, and now I watch them all the time. I know that's a really sad confession, but I do. I watch the Third Doctor adventures all the time, and I love...
I've been on a real Fourth Doctor kick for a while.
Of what they all did, and John Pertwee was brilliant. So it's such a joy to try to bring that era back to life in these adventures and to make them some of the most popular things we do at Big Finish.
That's interesting. That is one of the most popular things they do. That's really fascinating.
This is Nick Briggs.
Yeah, so generally speaking, I think these things are recommends, right? I think it's a recommend. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.